and live chat with exhibitors. You can also order house or building materials at AIHS via this app. Download the Housing TV mobile app now from the App Store and Google Play Store. And don't forget to click on the notification button. Available for both iOS and Android users. Housing TV is also on Star Times, channel 149 decoder. Okay, welcome back from that quick break. If you're just joining us, this is the program Inside the Real Estate on Housing TV Africa, and we're having a conversation today with an insight on Nigerians' mortgage landscape. And joining me on this conversation is a team from City Code Mortgage Bank. I have Mr. Oluniyi Ajao, the Acting Managing Director of City Code Mortgage Bank, and also Mr. Emmanuel Odukwe, Executive Director, City Code Mortgage Bank. First things first, we're going to dive into our discussion for today, which is mortgage. Well, spotlighting City Code Mortgage Bank, we'd love to find out from you. Talk to us about City Code Mortgage Bank.
City Code Mortgage Bank is a primary mortgage bank licensed by Central Bank of Nigeria, accredited by Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, to carry out mortgage activities in Nigeria. It might interest you to know that City Code has been in existence since 1992, and we have weathered the storm, and we are bigger now, better now, and well positioned to provide broad-based retail financial services through our avalanche of central customer-centric mortgage products. The mortgage products we have are tailored to meet our esteemed customer, irrespective of their age, their class, and their financial position. So at City Code is usually noted as one-stop bank when it comes to mortgage bank, because at City Code, all your mortgage needs is addressed, and we try to simplify the products the best we can. So we have various avalanche of products to make life much easier for you. And another interesting thing we'll note as we talk about these products is that the products have been designed such that they are not affected by the inflation going on in the country. Like what most people are talking about right now, everybody tries to know what the MPR is for the month, to know whether it's going to affect the interest rate. As City Code, and our 10 customers can testify to that, none of our products are affected by the inflation rate in the country or the high MPR going on in the country. And we have so many products which customers can take advantage of to own their own products, to own their own houses. One of them is the C Home. Under the C Home, a Nigerian who is at least 21 years of age, have regular source of income, can be able to access up to 50 million naira if they are contributing to the National Housing Fund scheme, and they have up to 30 years to pay back. Good number of Nigerians has accessed this loan and are enjoying their houses. It might also interest you to know that we are one of the dominant players when it comes to National Housing Fund. And this is evidenced by the fact that we've assessed and disbursed over 16 billion of this fund to our various customers to buy properties all over the country. Another product, which is also very interesting, is the CFHF. Under this product, there's a tripartite agreement between the customer, Family Homes Fund, and City Code, where the customer can buy a property of up to 70 million naira. Under this arrangement, the customer only needs to bring 10% of the cost of the property. Family Homes Fund brings 40% of the cost of the property, and City Codes brings 50% of the cost of the property. The repayment is over a period of 20 years under what we call a blended rate, which is very, very attractive. We also have what we call the C Code. We are aware and know that most Nigerians spend most of their time either in their offices, place of work, or business area that they spend at homes, and that's where they meet most people. And so we've also designed a product where friends or group or members could come together to access a loan under the C Code to develop an estate for members of that cooperative at a single or attractive interest rate. We also have what we call the C Diaspora. Under the C Diaspora, this product is designed for Nigerians living in diaspora. We've had so many ugly stories about people living in diaspora finding it difficult to have a home in Nigeria because either they would have been duped or they would have been messed up in one way or the other. But we've come up with a product that will ensure that their funds are safe, that they can invest wisely in a good estate. And in such a manner, we are giving them comfort, peace of mind, and doing more of what we qualify foreign FDI, foreign direct investment. We also have other products like the RSA product, where PENCOM on its own has said Nigerians can take advantage to access 25% of their money, of their PENCOM as equity for mortgage purposes. So in all this, when you look at it very carefully, these products, these are some of the products, they've been carefully designed to ensure that irrespective of your age, your class, or financial position, you shouldn't be complaining of owning a house. If you are talking about your equity, your pension is there, which you can use to help you to get out 25% of your pension, which can be used as an equity. And you have an access of these various mortgage products, which you can use to buy a property. So time has gone where people are complaining it is difficult for them to buy a property. No, when you come to City Code, we are here to assist you. We are there to direct you. We are there to lead you until you have a roof over your head. And that's our primary responsibilities, to make Nigerians happy and have a roof over their head. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel. It is a good thing to know that City Code Mortgage Bank is on track in, having these amazing packages for Nigerians to be able to subscribe towards getting housing financing. While you were, speaking, you spoke about, the interest rate, which of course we know is one of the factors affecting, the mortgage system in Nigeria, which we have interest rates going from 7% to 25%. But I just want to find out from you, what is the most attractive package from City Code Mortgage Bank to their customers in accessing mortgage financing?
Yeah, thank you very much. Like I mentioned earlier on, you can get a loan from City Code as low as 6%, and you can get this loan. You can get a loan up to 50 million, which should be over a period of time, subject to your age. And like I mentioned earlier to you, the beauty of this product is that they are not affected by inflation in the country. Unlike most other products, you see people, their rates are being adjusted as the MPR for the month goes up, or adjusted, they adjust their rates mostly upwards. For our products, especially the national support products or the family homes products, most of them are single-digit loans, which makes it customer-friendly. Remember I said, all our products are customer-centric. So we have our customers at the back of our mind, and we plan for them to have peace of mind. And that's why all our products have been designed such that they are fixed and not floating, like what you see in other banks. Floating in the sense that the money market determines whether they need to increase your rate or not. But with us, when you get a loan as low as 6%, just go to bed. It will be 6% or whatever the rate is until you liquidate your loan. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel. So we're going to go on a short break right now, and then when we come back, we'll look at how City Code Mortgage Bank has been able to help Nigerians in having access to mortgage, okay? And we'll be back shortly.
When the city is getting too loud, you need a home. Home is love, peace, and tranquility. Home is Housing TV Africa. Housing TV Africa, your first in housing news.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is the program Inside the Real Estate on Housing TV Africa. Still having a conversation with the team of City Code Mortgage Bank, and we're looking at the Nigerian mortgage landscape with the City Code, of course, you know, delivering their services to Nigeria and giving them access to have mortgage finance. So this brings me to my next question, Mr. Emmanuel, before we you know, hand over the mic to Mr. Oluni as well. So talk to us, how has City Code Mortgage helped Nigerian workers in particular in the area of home ownership?
Okay, thank you very much. I think City Code, in our short period of existence, we have tried as much as possible to put our customer first. And then we are fast becoming a household name all over Nigeria, in the sense that we are not bound by locations. And then City Code has helped a lot of Nigerian workers to be able to access, in particular, the National Housing Fund loan being championed by Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. Because one of our mission is to ensure that we made affordable mortgage available to Nigerians. And as we all know, NHF is one of the best in terms of interest and then tenor when we are talking about mortgage, even in the sub-Saharan Africa. So we have done a lot in this regard to many workers in Nigeria, and then even our regulators, they can attest to it. And then one of the things we have enjoyed for what we have done is that we get endless referrals, even from the stakeholders in the mortgage sectors. So anywhere you said you need mortgage, the first name that comes to mind is City Code. Because one of the things we have done to satisfy our customers is to ensure that we don't see barriers, but we see our targets. And then when most of these customers see that you can actually hit the target, so they came on rushing to City Code. So we helped a lot. And then I don't want to be mentioning organizations, but I know it cut across almost all the walks of life. And then major cities, even in Nigeria, we partner with government of states, even to help their civil servants to access this National Housing Fund loan. And also one of the area, like we know, like my colleague has mentioned, this retirement savings account, this mortgage, 25% mortgage equity. So this another thing that majority of the working class that are contributing to retirement savings are enjoying. And this has actually boosted their capacity to be able to access mortgage and then own their houses. And we are doing well in this area, and we have satisfied a lot of customers and made them to be able to access this and then get their mortgage financing seamlessly. So I can say of a truth that we have done well by assisting Nigeria. But having done that, we are not resting on our horse, because our vision is to ensure that at least we have minimum of 2 million mortgages. So which we are still counting. We know we are just starting, and then with this kind of program, we know a lot of people that are not aware of what we have been doing in the market. We know that by this program, we'll be aware of that, and then we are sure to accommodate even more as we go ahead in this journey. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So briefly, let's wrap it up. Mr. Emmanuel, how can the viewers at the moment now watching you, how can they benefit from Citicorp mortgage products?
Viewers could be able to reach out to us or also be part of this, or enjoy this products we have by visiting us in our head office is at 5 Tinubu Street, Lagos Island, Lagos. Or they can also reach out to us through the bank's website, where they can be able to log in and actually apply for this any of the products. They can also reach out to us through our Twitter page also, where they can be able to tell us what their needs are, and we can be able to reach out to them to solve their problem. We are here to solve problems, and we can be reached at any time, 24 hours, through these various channels which I've mentioned. And the idea is to make everybody have a roof over their head. Like the MD has already mentioned, we still have a long way to go until the whole Nigerians have a roof over their head. We are not yet there. Thank you very much.
Amazing, amazing. Good to hear that. So lastly, what is Citicorp Mortgage Bank relationship with Murphy Family Homes Funds and the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria?
Just like what my colleague had mentioned in the past, what we've done to workers, what you mentioned are government agencies. So what government do at times is that they come up with the reforms to elevate the living standard in the country. But at times we've also discovered that there's a communication gap or information knowledge gap. And so what we've tried to do is also go ahead to reach out, because we have a good and working relationship with all these government agencies we mentioned, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, the Family Homes Fund, and the recently introduced Murphy, is that we go out and discuss and let people know about these products, because they are there to fund housing. Their interest rate is cheap. We could testify what is actually going on right now in the whole country based on the renewed hope housing scheme. It's evident for everyone to see. So what we go is that we go out based on the good relationship we have with government agencies and let the consumers know, the end products, so that one, that these are avenues you can access this loan. Because some people don't even know about this. That's all the truth. They don't know about this product exists, and so they don't know about the opportunities they have. So we go ahead to educate our Nigerians. Then we also go out to make people realize that these things are real. People have some form of, how would I put it, issues when it comes to government policies or reforms. At times they believe it doesn't work. So we try to go and push that these things are real, they are true, available to everyone. Have you ever, so people say it doesn't work, but the question we ask is, have you applied? If we can see the renewed hope estate being developed by the government all over Nigeria, these houses are to be owned by Nigerians, and they've structured a mortgage loans that will make it easy for people to own these homes. These are some of the reforms government are doing to ameliorate the surface of Nigerians. So we, as a brand ambassador of these government agencies, equally go ahead to let the consumers know that these things are real, these things are possible. And for some of them who have had a bad experience before, we ask them to come to City Code Mortgage Bank. That is the one-stop shop when it comes to mortgage banking in Nigeria, where all things are possible. So we have a very good, cordial, and working relationship with these government agencies you mentioned and others also, all just to boost and ensure that our customers get the best. So thank you very much for that question. And those are some of the things we've done and relationship we have with these government agencies. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel, the Executive Director, City Code Mortgage Bank, and also Mr. Oluniyi Ajao, Acting Managing Director of City Code Mortgage Bank. Thank you so much for giving us that insight on everything that City Code Mortgage Bank has been doing and is still doing in giving access to mortgage financing to Nigerians. We wish you the very best. Thank you so much for joining us today on the program Inside the Real Estate. We've come to the end of today's episode of the program Inside the Real Estate. Thank you so much for watching. You can watch this episode and subsequent episode by subscribing to our YouTube channel, Housing TV Africa. You can follow us on all of our social media platforms at Housing TV Africa. And hey, don't forget to download the Housing TV Africa mobile app on Google Play Store and Apple Store to stay connected. I am Maimuna Bagudo. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.